Hey guys, this is Chuck Bass for the last part of the HUD video series, and since I do have way more hands left here than what I managed to do in the last part, I'm just gonna jump straight into it. If you didn't watch the previous part, which is part 4, I strongly suggest you watch it, and I'm also assuming that you have seen all the theory parts of this before, so you know what my HUD looks like and so on, because I am not going to be explaining it this time. Instead, I'm just going to jump straight into it. So here, I have two consecutive, well, not consecutive, but almost consecutive hands from the stone bubble of a tournament. I believe this is a $20 rebuy, or a €20 rebuy actually. And we are like 13 chips in the whole tournament. It's a pretty small field tourney as well. It's like, I don't know, 15-ish get paid, I guess. And since the bubble we are opening here, not that we wouldn't otherwise be as well. And this guy here who is the chip leader flats. So we look at our HUD, his cold call from the button is 27%, 25 for cutoff as well. So he's gonna be calling around 25%. Normally, I would say probably. No, actually, I think that's a pretty good estimation, given that he's gonna be committed to call the small blind if he shoves and I fold. I don't think he's gonna have anything too ridiculous here, but I do think he's still gonna be calling with like 10-9 suited type of thing and king 10 off and ace X suited, possibly even. Definitely calling way too much here. So we get a break flop. Looks like a good flop for us. So here's the first decision. Do you c-bet or not? I would c-bet here with my hand virtually always. But before doing that, we need to look once again at the pop-up. So in position against the c-bet, he only folds 20% of the time. He's calling 2 out of 5, he's raising 2 out of 5, and this is actually quite significant. Even that it's just 5 samples, but I mean, man, that's huge. So all of a sudden, given that this is the bubble, he's the chip leader, I've been running pretty aggro here, and he kind of strikes me as the kind of guy who likes to try to own people sort of as well. Like, I could kind of get the vibe like he was getting a little bit annoyed at me running over the table instead of him doing it, given that he had a chip lead and all. I thought that he would actually play back against me even more. So upon c-betting here, I'm not really expecting to get a fold. So if I c-bet and shut down here, I think I'm absolutely lighting money on fire. Even check folding here would be better than that. And one last thing is that I also have this little, I don't know what to call this, the chart thing here. You can get this from your holding manager. I don't think I actually ever showed this in the previous videos. I use this very infrequently. So I'm gonna be really quick and show this thing to you. Okay, so you go to HUD settings and you go to chart designer and you can decide which ones you want to use here. These are the only options. I kind of wish they had more, but you can use all these. And you can see I got squeeze, aggression percent, went to showdown, won money at showdown. And the ones I generally actually do use are the red and the green one. The green one doesn't show very well. But what this thing means is that the line here in the middle is the average for all players. So the more to the right this thing is, the more he's doing that thing than your average player. So for example, this guy squeezes way more than your average guy. He's way more aggressive than your average guy. He goes to showdown more than the average guy, but he wins at showdown way less.